What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the Addicted to Madden channel. Got some more gameplay for you. Got the Raiders. Again, I'm glad people are using all the teams this year. Hoping to accomplish getting a video against each team, and it's looking like I might actually get to be able to do that. So my man here chose the Raiders, and again, I think the Raiders actually are the lowest rated team in this game. I think they're like a 72. So, right off the bat, just because of that, I'm impressed that he would pick them. I mean, because, most people, when it comes to ranked games, they care about them so much to the fact that they only want to use good teams. But, to risk, by using a lower rated team, he must be pretty good. Either he's pretty good or he just happens to be a Raiders fan or something like that. That right there was a freakish play. I get the sack, and then the ball gets popped up and he comes in. He was coming in to blitz anyways, and then he ends up catching it while it's in the air. So, and then I get the of course I go ahead and just run it back for a touchdown. So a good defensive stop right there to begin with. Exactly how I want to start any game, because like I said, I love kicking the ball off. I love being on defense first, and then if I can get just one stop, I feel like I can win the game right there. That pick right there was a little suspect. I mean, even though it went my way, I felt that was a little suspect. That because it looked like the ball, somehow I picked it off, but he was, or the computer, that is, not me the user, but the computer picked it off, but you couldn't even see my guy, so I don't know if that even should have counted. But he ends up stopping me on fourth down there, so I kind of felt like that evened out, because usually when I go for it on fourth, I get it. He gets and then so he's got the ball again, getting near the end of the first quarter, and it's 4th and 3. He's gonna go for it on fourth, and he ran it. I definitely don't want to run the ball against the Panthers on a fourth down. They're a very good defense. Their front seven is very good. So if you're gonna go for it on fourth against the Panthers, you need to pass that. And then so with in the second quarter, I'm in basically his territory now, looking to milk as much clock as possible. But obviously when I make deep passes like that, probably not going to happen. So I throw the little hitch there, and I scored fairly quickly. But it's okay. I mean, he's 14-0 is still a good lead. When I get the ball back, I will still have at least a touchdown lead. So even if he does score, it's okay. I'm getting the ball at the half anyway. So just gonna try to play as good a defense as I can. And he throws a near pick there. He kept going for it on fourth and throws a near pick. I mean, he turns out, he wasn't. He was okay, But again, for him picking such a low-rated team like the Raiders, I thought he was going to be like a lot better, but he was okay. That quick slant that I threw for a touchdown was pretty lucky, because Cam actually threw it behind the guy. But anyways, Denarius Moore comes up with a nice pass there, and he was throwing the ball into my zone a lot, and he would run everything out of this twin tight end formation. He ran a lot of counters out of it, and but either way, my defense was swallowing it up. And then when he would pass, he seemed to call the same routes, and he was never able to. I don't know. I guess he just was never able to figure out the defense and figure out what to do against it. I only called like 3 different plays, but he kept trying to make the same passes, and everything was incomplete pretty much the whole time. And he kept going for it on fourth and everything. So it's 21-0. With the second quarter winding down, I'd like to try to at least get a field goal. So just moving the ball up the field here, and then that way I can go into the field with beyond a 3 possession lead. Basically that means the game is mine. So 12 seconds left. I hit Benjamin up over the middle on a drag, and I end up settling for the field goal. I guess if I really cared, I could have tried and gone for a touchdown, but 24-0 to me is good enough, going into the half and whatnot. So at this point, I'm just going to chew the clock, and even though I always chew the clock anyways, but I'm just going to run the ball as much as I can, except for right there when I throw a pick. And that pick, Cam threw that behind him. So I was a little tired of Cam. I think in a couple games earlier he was playing bad, so I took him out. And that's why I called this See Ya Cam, because he was pissing me off, and he's very inaccurate. Actually, I'm not sure if he's even this inaccurate in real life, but he throws a lot of passes off target, and in fact, that pick is how a lot of my picks are with Cam. It's him throwing a post pattern, but he throws it behind the guy and then gets picked off or something like that. So I put Joe Webb in. Joe Webb's okay. He's not bad. I mean, you can win with him. You know, he's not. You know, I mean, ratings wise, obviously he's not as good as Cam, but I don't really always buy those ratings. Sometimes I'm not sure how accurate those ratings really are, or how much, you know, what ratings really actually matter. But you know, obviously with a 24-7 lead, you know, I figured I couldn't lose with him, you know. So, but then all of a sudden, you know, now I'm starting to turn the ball over. I'm starting to think, okay, is it possible? I mean, it is possible. I've definitely given up bigger leads than this before, but you know, if he was a much better player, I would be worried right now that I'm about to cough up this big lead. But you know, he was an okay player, so not really worried about it. And then right there, Kuechly comes up with the pick, and I end up taking this back, and then that ends up being the end of the game. He ends up quitting after this, so I managed to get the win. But I was glad to get some Raiders gameplay. So there'll be more videos coming. Thanks for watching.